Sticking to the right path when it comes to taking care of your financial health isn't always easy. We'll tell you how hiring a financial planner can really help. Plus, we'll show you how to save money at the vet and figure out if pet insurance is worth it or for the dogs.
And the 5 of us will find out how to get Fido cleaned up without your budget being taken to the cleaners.
Plus, we'll tell you the inside scoop on why concert tickets can sell out in minutes. And we'll see if there's some way to get out of paying those pesky service charges in our Smart Cookie Crusade. Showtime! Showtime!
Your favorite band is coming to town, and the second tickets go on sale, you call or connect online. Certain you'll end up with prime seats. That's what Katie and Sandra did.
I think the tickets for this concert are sold out.
Already? But their show sold out in minutes. They knew they could resort to paying scalper prices, but instead they checked online to see what a legitimate ticket broker would charge.
Oh wow, that's way more than they were listed for.
The markups on resold tickets can be sky high, so we're on a crusade to find out how to get your hands on the concert tickets you want without paying through the nose. Katie and Sandra are meeting up with record industry insider Nick Bragg for tips on what to do when your concert is sold out.
So let us in on some trade secrets.
If you are really keen on a certain band and you do want to see their show, it's a great idea to go to their website, find out if they're going to have a pre-sale where they'll only sell maybe 20% of the tickets to the show, but they'll allow those tickets to be sold days in advance.
Nick also says to make sure you listen to the radio. They sometimes offer listeners a chance to buy early. If you are lucky enough to get the tickets you want, is there a way to buy them for less? Later in the show, we'll tell you how to avoid those nasty added service charges. But first, Darren and Melissa are busy parents with 5 kids, 4-year-old Layla and 1-year-old twins McKenna and Tessa, plus 8-year-old Labrador Retrievers Scout and Daisy. Sure, they're dogs, but that didn't stop Darren and Melissa from making them special guests at their wedding.
They're like
our firstborns.
They're like our firstborns.
Yeah. They're our kids before two-legged kids. Vet bills is a huge concern as our dogs age. It's probably something we should have probably been thinking about and planning ahead, but we haven't.
As a result, Scout and Daisy have racked up thousands in vet costs, and labs are prone to certain eye, ear, and joint problems as they age.
$1,700.
With less than 3% of pet owners having pet insurance, how do you know when it's worth it? Robyn and Angela will help this couple figure it out.
Scout is great since his last surgery last year. He had an ear resection on both ears, and we've just found out about 2 weeks ago that Daisy may require the same surgery.
And how much will that surgery cost you?
Probably close to $2,000. Yeah.
And are you prepared for those big costs coming up?
No, you're not.
Robyn's taking Darren and Melissa to see a veterinarian to find out more. Dr. Bill Ignacio says pet insurance policies have changed dramatically in recent years.
It seemed to start up as a niche market for kind of higher-end clients. It's changed now. There are more companies available. These companies now want to provide reasonable coverage for our senior pets.
Senior can mean as young as 6, depending on your breed, and that's when problems can really start to show. But accidents, which have some of the highest treatment costs, can happen at any time.
Do you recommend most people get pet insurance?
Across the board, I do recommend at least a basic accident insurance policy for all pets.
With Daisy's pre-existing ear problem, does that hinder getting pet insurance as far as having that covered already?
Dr. Ignacio says you can cover pre-existing conditions because you basically choose your coverage and pay accordingly, from illness to accidents and more. So you need to research your pet and speculate what could happen. For example, you may not choose to insure an indoor cat for accidents, but you probably should a dog that walks off leash. Premiums range from $30 to $80 per month and also vary by breed and age. Look for a premium that won't change as your pet ages. And you can also pay less per month if you choose a higher deductible. That's the amount you pay per claim. Pet insurance won't cover routine care like vaccinations and some medications, but Dr. Ignacio says there are simple steps anyone can take to save.
We are now recommending, in many veterinary practices, doing vaccines every 3 years rather than annually. The reason for that is that we know that these vaccine titers last at least that 36-month period.
This could mean about $100 every 3 years instead of yearly, so be sure to ask your vet about vaccinating less often. You can also look into getting your pet's shots at a local animal shelter where the price is often lower. And ask your vet for a prescription for any medication rather than buying it right there. That way you can shop around for the lowest price. In many cases, a regular pharmacy can provide what you need. Just make sure it's the right dosage. These tips can help Darren and Melissa reduce their routine vet bills, but when it comes to preparing for the possibility of illness or unforeseen accidents, they need to decide if pet insurance feels right to them.
Looking back, do you wish you had purchased pet insurance when the dogs were puppies?
Probably yes. It's always hard to know if, what kind of medical conditions you're going to run into.
I got my pet insurance when Lucy was a puppy, so it was pretty affordable. I've paid $30 a month since I've had her.
So we pay a higher premium because they're older.
Exactly.
We found a policy for Darren and Melissa that would be $100 per month for both dogs with a 20% deductible. So with insurance, they could save money. With a $2,000 ear surgery, like the one Daisy is expected to need, all they would pay is the 20% deductible. So that's $400. Even if you add the $1,200 for the cost of a full year's insurance for both dogs, it only comes to $1,600, meaning Darren and Melissa would save $400.
That's a lot more reasonable than
That would have been
$2,000.
If we have the pet insurance, it's a little bit of a safety net and a little bit easier to swallow going to the vet.
Still to come, the 5 of us will challenge each other to find the best way to keep your dog looking great. And we'll tell you why getting a financial planner could be the smartest investment you'll ever make. And our cookie crusade continues.
And is there anything I could do?
We battle the high cost of service charges on concert tickets and pass the savings on to you. Plus, do you know how to get theater tickets for a fraction of the cost? We'll tell you after the break. How can you get theater tickets for a fraction of the cost? Hold out until a couple of hours before the performance when rush tickets go on sale. The theater wants a full house, so they'll discount any remaining tickets. We're on a crusade to find out the secrets to saving on pricey concert tickets. The long list of fees and service charges can add as much as 40% to your ticket price. We're going to see if there's anything to be done about that. We'll buy a pair of concert tickets online from a ticket agent and get to the bottom of the added fees and find out which ones could be subtracted. Our tickets each have a $2.50 venue fee, a $3 convenience fee, and a staggering $10.75 administration fee, totaling $32.50 in fees for 2 tickets.
And is there anything I could do to have some of the charges taken off or reduced in any way?
I will check with the supervisor on that. So it looks like it depends somewhat on the event. You wouldn't get that service charge if you go straight to the show. They can purchase them in person.
I would not have the charge?
Yeah, you would not have the service charge. You'd still get their building charge at $2.50, but you would pay $10.75.
So the venue fee isn't negotiable. That's the theater or arena's charge for hosting the show. The convenience fee is for processing, and the administration fee is to the ticket agent. This could have been avoided by purchasing our tickets at the venue box office. That would bring our total fees to just $11. Of course, all of this assumes that you can actually get your hands on tickets. Later in the show, we'll explain why sold out doesn't always mean no more tickets available, and tell you what to watch for when dealing with a reseller. Rob and Colleen have 2 kids, a mortgage, and a single income with Rob's consulting business. Like most people, their financial plan consists of money coming in and money going out. But a proper financial plan should also include a tax and investment strategy. Without these, you could be missing out on thousands. Angela and Robyn are here to show Rob and Colleen how a financial planner can help.
Do you ever find it really overwhelming to manage all the finances?
You know, the mortgage, all that, that's all dialed in, so it's taken care of. But yeah, a lot of the extracurricular things can sometimes, we could miss the boat on.
Things like their taxes, retirement, and other savings. If you rely on yourself alone to plan your financial future, it's a time-consuming task that can be overwhelming.
I just feel like we need a plan. That's what we need.
And that's exactly what we'll get them. A financial planner can help you with investments, make sure your retirement is planned, ensure you're not paying too many taxes, and have a proper will and insurance. If you need specialty advice, they can direct you to an accountant or lawyer. Word of warning, anyone can call themselves a financial planner.
Not all financial planners are created equal, so ask about their training, any licenses or designations they hold. A certified financial planner is a person that has completed studies and passed an examination. Members agree to adhere to professional standards and ethics. The organizations that also award these designations keep track of any disciplinary problems or complaints, which might make you reconsider.
You also want to know how they get paid. Some financial planners get paid by commission for the investments they put you in. You won't pay anything, but it could mean they favor certain investments over others. Some planners get paid by a financial institution. Again, you won't pay anything, but they'll only be able to sell you the investments their company offers. Other planners will charge either an hourly rate, around $250, or about 2% of the portfolio you invest with them, so $200 if you invest $10,000. This can be a good choice because the planner will be open to investing in anything. Many financial planners will do your initial financial plan for free in the hope that you become a client, so be sure to ask and expect your first meeting to take time.
If you had a risk tolerance scale, where would you put yourself on that scale?
I'm more inclined to be around a 7 or an 8.
What you want to do is say, what are the ultimate goals? Normally, when we would do a plan or something, we'd say, keep your house not part of your retirement income. Keep your house as your lifestyle expense. So every time you put any money into your house, that's not putting money aside for me to generate an income on down the road.
The financial planner also advises that when Colleen goes back to work soon, they should put her entire salary into their retirement.
The money that she'll be making in the next couple of years is found money for us.
Yeah, we survive without it now. We'll be fine without it in the future. We'll just invest it.
The planner also advised Rob to incorporate his business for a tax savings of $10,000 per year. A financial planner can get you to your goals a lot faster than most people ever could on their own, and you don't need much money to start. If you have low credit card debt, a couple of $1,000s, and a decent credit score, get moving.
A credit score is a 3-digit number that ranges from 300 to 900, and what it tells lenders is how risky you are to lend to.
Your credit score determines everything, from the rate on your mortgage, even the interest rate on your credit cards.
A score above 700 is ideal, and there are a number of factors that can influence your credit score.
If you have a strong payment history and good credit in your name, like a mortgage, the higher your score is going to be.
On the other hand, if you have a number of credit cards, multiple accounts open, and you haven't been paying your bills on time, lenders may think you're in financial trouble.
But don't panic if you find that your score is low. There are steps that you can take to boost it up. First thing you want to do is make all your payments on time and avoid offers for more credit.
For more information on how to find out your credit score, check us out online.
Well, I feel pretty good about it, personally.
I do too. Yeah, no, I feel very good. Like we have, there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Up next, a shaggy dog story. We challenge each other to find the best deals to keep your pooch looking pretty.
Bon appetit!
And later, our cookie crusade continues. We'll reveal more insider tips for getting the concert tickets you want at the lowest prices. Plus, do you know how you can get into a concert hall or theater for free? Find out when we come back. How can you get into a concert hall or theater for free? Volunteer or get a part-time job as an usher. In exchange for handing out programs, you'll get to take in their performance once your work is done. Keeping a dog healthy and happy requires regular cleaning and grooming, but few people factor in those costs when budgeting for a pet. Our cookie challenge is to take 5 furry friends and compare different types of grooming services.
But do you think it's a huge expense?
I do.
So I think it would be interesting to see if we could find some creative ways to cut costs.
We'll see which of us gets our dog looking like best in show while spending the least amount of dough.
So ready, set, groom.
There's a wide range of grooming possibilities, but we're going for the basics: washing, ear cleaning, and nail trimming. And we've leveled the playing field by taking the same size dog. The prices are higher for medium and large dogs. Robyn is going the do-it-yourself route at home. Andrea will check out the u-groom at a self-serve shop. Katie is having it done at the vet's office. Sandra will have a mobile spa come to her. And Angela's going to a groomer at a large chain pet store.
Some groomers offer a referral program, so you get the discount the more dogs you send their way. Or you can get discounts on other services. My groomer offers a full day of doggy daycare for just $10 when you bring your dog in to get groomed. It's like a full day at the spa for your pampered pooch.
Some professional grooming shops provide an area where you can come in and wash your pet yourself, and that's the route Andrea's taking.
You ready?
All right, Chico, have fun.
The groomers will provide all of the gear and clean up the mess, which will save you time and money. They'll even have an expert that'll give you some pointers. All you need to supply is the elbow grease.
Robyn is the brave one, opting to groom her dog at home. If you choose to tackle the whole job yourself, you'll need the space, plus you'll have to buy the gear, but the long-term savings could be significant.
Nail trimming can add an extra $5 to $8 to your total grooming cost. If you get your dog groomed once a month, that's almost $100 a year just in nails. Instead, buy a pair of clippers and get your groomer to show you how to trim your dog's nails yourself.
Hello.
Sandra is having a mobile groomer come to her. How convenient. Like other professional groomers, they usually offer a range of services beyond the basics. Hair cutting is one extra dog owners often go for.
Getting your dog groomed every 4 to 6 weeks can really add up, especially if you're getting their hair trimmed. So ask your groomer if they can cut your dog's hair extra short.
Katie's checking out a little-known option and taking her dog to be groomed at the vet. Your pup will be thrilled there are no shots involved. And here's a tip to help take a bite out of any future vet bills.
Many costly vet bills are due to poor dental health for your dog. So the next time you're at your vet, it's a good idea to ask them how to brush and care for your dog's teeth. Just by spending a few dollars on a toothbrush, you could save anywhere from $500 to $700 on future vet bills.
Now it's time to regroup and find out which grooming method produced the top dog price for washing, ear cleaning, and nail clipping.
Yours looks like a punk rock star dog.
Oh.
With a special touch at my groomer.
We'll find out what that special touch cost.
Katie's visit to the vet was the most expensive at $50.
I think that's because you're paying for more expert care.
Sandra's mobile groomer was close behind at $49.
Which is super convenient.
Angela's quick visit to the large chain pet store cost $45. Robyn's home spa solution came in at $36. But now that she has all the supplies, that price will go way down in the future.
I can probably get about 10 more washings out of that.
And Andrea's visit to the u-groom had an all-in bare-bones price of $30.
I was in and out fairly quickly.
Our cookie conclusion? The at-home solution is the least expensive way to keep Fifi from looking like Scruffy. But if you're tight on time or don't want to clean up, the u-groom is your next best choice.
Now we're gonna say bon voyage.
Coming up, our crusade concludes with insider secrets for getting the concert tickets you want. Plus, did you know you can attend a classical music concert or the opera for as little as $10? We'll tell you how when we come back. How can you attend a classical music concert or the opera for as little as $10? Buy a standing room only ticket on the night of the event. You'll have to stay on your feet, but those savings will be music to your ears. Your favorite band is coming to town. You call or go online to buy tickets, only to discover the concert is already sold out. But we're finding that sold out doesn't necessarily mean there are no more tickets available. The internet has turned the secondary resale ticket market into a booming business. Markups can be double or triple the original price if the demand is there. Individuals who buy tickets often resell through online auction sites or classified ad sites, but you have to be careful. You could buy a counterfeit ticket and not know it until you're denied access to the show. There are legitimate ticket brokering companies. They'll be members of the National Association of Ticket Brokers. It will say so on their website. But if buying from a reseller is still too pricey for your entertainment budget, don't despair. Industry insider Nick Bragg has more tips on how to get great tickets.
If you think that the show is sold out, you should always double check the day of the show, because typically a promoter will hold back a block of tickets and release them on the day of the show. The other thing is that they hold back tickets that are reserved for guests of the band, the media people, and sometimes only a small percentage of those tickets will be used, in which case it's a real bonus for the public because the promoter will obviously put them on sale.
And they might even be better seats. Bottom line, don't give up on trying to get the tickets you want, even if the show is sold out. Choice seats might still be available.